It was 2 years ago to this date. We were standing right on the stairs like this, you a few flights above me underneath you. I remember the look on your face when I held your hand, told you to wait. I looked up at you, you looked down at me, and I told you that I loved you. For the first time since we've known each other for about 4 years, I said, I love you. And you just stared at me. Do you remember what that was like? Do you remember if your heart was racing? Do you remember what was going through your mind? Because I do. I remember feeling my heart racing out of my chest. I remember feeling like my brain was going to explode. I remember staring up at you, praying, begging that you say anything. But you just stared. So I took that time and I climbed 2 stairs. We came face to face. I climbed 1 more. And then 1 more again. And then finally, the last one. I was standing stair by stair with you, looking down. I remember holding you so tight. I remember whispering 1 more time, I love you. I remember feeling your hand wrap around my waist. I remember holding your hip, softly raising you onto your tiptoes. I remember you brushing the hair out of my face. I remember you kissing me that night. I remember kissing you back. I remember I walked you home. You held onto my arm. You didn't let me go for the entire walk. We didn't say anything. We didn't need to. We held each other's arms, and that is all we needed to know. All we needed to feel. All we needed to have. I remember walking you to your front door. You held on to my finger as you were stepping away. I curled mine and you curled yours. Our fingers linked and we stared at each other. And then one last time you whispered to me, I love you. And I whispered, I love you too. You know, it's crazy to think that after everything we've been through, we'd be standing here. You'd be standing a few flights of stairs above me. I'd be looking up at you. I'd be pulling your shirt, telling you to stop, telling you to wait. This time I would tell you that I love you. And you told me to prove it. You want me to prove my love. Very well. I'll prove my love. I prove my love the moment I wake up every morning. Prove my love when I close my eyes. You being the first thing I think about and the last thing I dream about. I prove my love every day when I walk past that cute little cafe that we go by. And I make sure I tell them I reserve a seat for us. They don't just happen to have a place for us. I make sure I reserve it ahead of time. because I know that you love that place more than anything. I show my love for you every day when I change the flowers in the house. I make sure that the colors always match your mood. Whenever you come home from work, it's always fresh and always clean. I prove my love to you simply by the way that I dress. The clothing I wear now is the clothing that you pick out for me, the ones that you tell me look good. I prove my love every day when I walk past everything and everyone around me, because I know the only thing and the only one that I'll ever want is the one waiting at home for me. Now, I can be upset. I can say that it's completely outrageous and unfair that you would ever doubt my love for you. Or I can say that I have not been doing a good enough of a job showing you that love, to the point that you need to question it. So I'd like to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have not been doing enough. I'm sorry, but I have been giving all I can. A wise person once said, if there's a day where you give only 40% when all you have is 40%, then you have given 100% that day. And I have held my own, and I have given you every ounce, every drop, every milligram of love that I have in me. When I say I will give you the world, I don't mean I'll give you this world. I say I'll give you every world. I'll go out there and I'll get anything and everything that your little heart can desire. Because that's the value that you have to me. The world means nothing to me, because you are my everything. I'll burn it all down for you. I'll sacrifice it all for you. And I'll give everything I can for you. So if there's gonna come a day where you do not know where I stand, I need you to understand that I stand next to you because you are my beginning and my end. There's no middle ground. There's no second guessing. There's no back and forth. There's no maybe I want this, maybe I don't know. There's only one thing I desire, and that's you. There's only one thing I care about, and that's you. There's only one thing that I am going to work towards, and that's you. And when the time comes, so be it. No matter how much reassurance you need, no matter how much times you need me to say it, no matter how many times you need me to stand here and remind you again and again why it is that I love you, I'll do it again and again. I'll do it every time. I'll do it as long as it takes, for as long as it takes. So I take one step forward, and I'll say it again. I love you. I'll take another step forward. I'm in love with you. One more step. I've always been in love with you. And then the last step, I will always be in love with you. You don't need to answer. You don't need to reply. I just want you to know this is what I want. This is what I'm serious about. You. You are my everything. Now and forever, always. Alright. Hi. Hello. Hey there, everyone. I don't know. I don't know really. I don't really know what to say here. These recordings have always been a part of me. I guess that's something that I sort of always held proud of, you know? That I make these recordings from my point of view, or how I see, or how I'll deal with things, or they're always a part of me. I realized something that we're kind of stupid humans. That is, we can know something and we can have someone tell us something, but oftentimes we don't truly understand or truly listen until we experience that thing for ourselves, you know? The idea of, I kind of wish someone had told me. The truth is, someone did tell you somewhere along the line, or the idea that I wish someone had given me advice. The advice has been around you all along. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're all still learning. We're all still trying. We're all still confused. We're all still young and we all still make mistakes. You can be 10, you can be 50. We're just humans. Sometimes the person that needs to forgive you is you. Sometimes the person that hates you the most is you. Sometimes the person that regrets it the most is you. Sometimes the person that makes sure that you never forget is you. Sometimes you need scars because you believe you deserve them. I don't know where I was going with this. These outros have sort of become a rant session for me. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all of the support on the last video. I'm terribly sorry if I don't reply to all of them, or if I don't reply at all. Please understand that I've read or attempt to read them. I've just not been in the best of headspaces, so reading has been really hard for me, especially when I get overwhelmed. But it's really nice having all of this support there. Thank you guys for making sure that even when I'm not consistently working, I can still afford food on my table. I'll forever be grateful to all of you. And as always, remember to take care of yourselves, remember to eat, remember to keep hydrated, remember I'm proud of you, remember that you're doing your best. And if you've made it this far and you like the content, please leave a like and a comment. But for your subscription, or just for the fun of it, for those who always jump ahead of the video just to get to this part, I'll be playing you in a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors for your subscription. If I've beaten you, you're now to subscribe. If it's a draw, you're now to meet me here tomorrow to play again. If I lost, you're now to go down in the comment section and rub it in my face. If this is the second time I've beaten you, then you're now to put on a notification button. If this is the third time beating you, you now belong to me, mind, body, and soul. Alright, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Today I went scissor. That means if you went rock, you just won. But if you went paper, you just lost. Alright. I want to thank you guys again. You all make my life so much better. Make my life so much more worth living. I'm grateful to have all of you in my life. Always have, always will be. I love you guys. Bye-bye.